All right. So the reason why I prefer to play Resident Evil 5 on PC versus PlayStation 4, Xbox One, even Xbox 360, well, over the older console versions, of course, because of the frame rate. But over PlayStation 4 and Xbox One is because of the Mercenaries mode. I love playing Mercenaries mode. Mercenaries is what I sunk most of my time into when it comes to Resident Evil 5. I had over 8,000 hours of gameplay on Xbox 360, and that was mostly in Mercenaries mode because I love the Mercenaries mode in this game so much. And the biggest disappointment for me personally was when I played this game on PlayStation 4 and it does not have vanilla Mercenaries. You are forced to play Mercenaries Reunion, which is called Resident Evil, or it's called so of course it's called Resident Evil, but it's called the Mercenaries United on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And Mercenaries United basically takes all of the characters from Mercenaries, vanilla Mercenaries, so all of the version of Chris, Jill, Sheva, Wesker, it takes all of these characters that you see here and it puts them into Mercenaries Reunion, and then it deletes the Mercenaries and replaces it with No Mercy mode, which No Mercy mode isn't bad, which is really fun to see how long it can live. But the difference between Mercenaries Reunion and the Mercenaries is that the way the game works. So vanilla Mercenaries, you basically kill enemies with melee attacks. You want to kill them with melee attacks because how you get a high score in Mercenaries mode, you have to have high time by the time you killed everybody. So if your time's like over 7 minutes upwards to like 12 minutes, you're gonna get really, really, really high scores, like in the millions or 100, like way high, 100 million, thousands, whatever. I can't number. But your score is going to be really high if your time's really high. And if your time's really high and you have a huge combo, your scores are going to be even higher. So vanilla Mercenaries, high time, high combo. You kill the bosses as fast as possible as soon as they spawn. Now Mercenaries Reunion, it changes that, where you still get the high time and high combo, but you have to keep the bosses alive as long as possible. You have to kill the bosses near the end. The longer you keep the bosses alive, the higher your score will be. And not only do you have to do that, Mercenaries Reunion also changes the enemies. So first it starts like pretty chill. You play Public Assembly and vanilla Mercenaries. It's really chill. It's really, really chill. Like the worst thing you have to worry about in Public Assembly vanilla Mercenaries is random Cephalo spawns. If you're playing Wesker, if you're playing like Jill, you don't have to worry about that too much. She takes them out really effectively. But Wesker, you have to worry about that every once in a while. You shoot an enemy in the head and then boom, bean sprout. That's the worst you have to deal with. Now in this one, you deal with that. You also have to deal with the big Mamma Genies that spawn, because in this one they spawn big Mamma Genies on Public Assembly. They spawn the spiders. They spawn Archer Magini. They spawn, I think it spawns like Devolio as well, like the big ball enemies that bites you. And I don't think it spawns dogs, but dogs do spawn on the mines. So Mercenaries Reunion, if you play the mines, you get dog spawns, you get Cephalo spawns, and you get the Reapers. So it's crazy. But in base Mercenaries, vanilla Mercenaries, you only get Reapers, you only get Cephalos, and you get Maginis. So it's a lot easier. But this one, TLDR, Mercenaries Reunion / United is Mercenaries on steroids. It's really challenging and I like it. But I prefer to play this game on PC because you have the ability to switch between Mercenaries Reunion and base Mercenaries. You can't do that on PS4. You can't. You just have Mercenaries United. That's the only version of Mercenaries that you get, and you're stuck with it. So yeah, I prefer to play Resident Evil 5 on PC because of that sole reason. Now you can get No Mercy mode on PC with the mod. You can also get like other fan-made chapters and stuff on PC as well, which I'm not missing out on that. Now I'm not a huge fan of playing No Mercy mode anyway, so I'm not too torn up about not being able to play that. I love to play the Mercenaries mode, which is again why I prefer to play it on PC, because I have the ability to switch between vanilla and the bullshit mode, which is Reunion. So yeah, that's it with this video. If you guys like Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do like a whole series of like tricks and tips for Mercenaries mode. I do plan on doing a whole video about tricks and tips with the story mode that'll make the game a little bit easier for people who play Resident Evil 5, because I do see that people still need help with this game. I'm part of a Steam community where people ping you and you can, you know, go help them with the game. So yeah, I'm surprised with how old this game is and not many people know the mechanics of this game. This game actually does have a few complex mechanics, which is ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, peace out and take care.